All right, we're checking out Raspbian, the desktop version. So I got this thing running live on that Acer laptop with 2 GB, and this thing was 2.2 gigabyte download. Somebody wanted me to check it out. This is the Raspbian desktop version based on Debian Stable. So this is a video. I couldn't get the sound to work, so what I did, I just did a video, and then I thought I'd just talk over it and play the video like this. So there I got 2 tabs open. I did a test, and it did have a lot of screen tearing. That's one thing I did notice, but it didn't show up in the video. So in my test that I did, since I'm recording, I went ahead and thought, well, I'll just do it while I'm recording. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I want you to notice the CPUs. On the Raspbian version here, the CPUs recording are at 100%. They hardly ever come off 100%. And we're at 930 something megabyte, 950, somewhere around there. From the test that I did with the same 2 tabs open, now this is Chromium, and the test that I did, I was running Chrome, so I don't know if there's a big difference there, but and the only thing that it showed me was I was saving maybe 300 megabyte. But you see the user interface here. I'm losing all the good stuff that XFCE has. And I didn't like the way this thing was set up. It's just not something for me. So first thing I noticed that the mouse and touchpad settings, I couldn't get no tap to click on the touchpad or anything like that. There's your appearance settings. You see how minimal it is. It did come with a lot of really nice wallpapers. That's one thing that I did notice. Other than that, it's just like an LXDE. Might be LXDE. I'm not too sure what it is. So appearance settings, mouse and touchpad settings, really basic. There that is. I did install the Simple Screen Recorder, of course. It didn't come with that. And the monitor settings, I noticed the monitor settings weren't in the menu. I had to go into the folder to find that, the user share applications, to get that. And there is the add and remove softwares. I think that's the GNOME Software Center. So there it is, running 932. CPUs running really hot, recording, and here is all the really nice wallpaper. It does have some really nice wallpapers, and you notice some of them are at 2.6 megabyte. I'm thinking that's what is making this ISO so big, because it really didn't have a lot of software installed. So not bad wallpapers, I'll give it that. It had a lot of nice, really high definition wallpapers. And it was really simple and seemed really snappy and quick, but scrolling the web pages, it did have screen tearing and some kind of vertical, horizontal screen tearing, but it didn't show up in video. So there's the wallpapers there. I just kind of like go through them here, get you an idea. I don't know. And the sound, I was messing with the sound you saw in the beginning of the video. I couldn't get the headset to work. I'm really limited on USB plugs on this laptop, so I was just going to use this headset that I'm using, but I couldn't get the sound to work on it. So I just went ahead and did the video, and then I thought I'd talk over it like I'm doing now, just over this video we're watching. So there is the wallpapers. Really nice wallpapers. Not bad. It did feel really responsive and quick, even recording, you see how snappy it feels, even though the processors are really working. There we are, about 950 megabytes. So there's the menu. Not bad. Really clean looking. There's the files. What's it called? Of your file manager there. Looks pretty nice. So I had to go into the user share applications to find the monitor settings to get the monitor configured. And there that is. So there you see what is installed. Got Chromium, got your audio settings, which really didn't work for me. Appearance settings I'd remove. You got the full LibreOffice, got HTOP, Greenfoot, Geany, Scratch 2, Scratch. I installed Simple Screen Recorder and File Manager, a couple of little pieces of software, Task Manager and everything. So not bad. I don't understand why it was 2.2 gigabyte unless those wallpapers are making it that size. So from the tests that I did, all I noticed was I was saving about 300 megabyte, but losing all the user interfaces that I have and all the features that XFCE gives me. And I'm sure that 300 megabyte will get consumed shortly anyway. So I'm really not gaining anything. And it did have a lot of screen tearing. That's another thing I noticed. So let's see. I'm going to go to the website here, so I can show you which ISO that I downloaded, because there's the Raspberry PI, and then there's the Raspbian. They call it Raspbian, which is the desktop version, which is this one you're seeing here. And I don't know why I had to type desktop, but I should have just clicked on that. So there's the website, and you click downloads, and you see the top two. That's for the Raspberry Pi. And then if you scroll right there, there's Raspberry Pi. I don't know if it's called Raspbian. It just says Raspberry Pi desktop. And they got ISO or torrent, so I just downloaded the ISO, 2.2 gigabyte. And so now let's see, we got 2 or 3 tabs open. Actually, memory went down 888 megabyte, 890 or so. But you notice the processors, 94, 96. They're really running hard. So now that's about the end of this video here that we're watching. So now we're going to see, there's the website. You just type Raspberry Pi and you'll find it. So now let's get out of this and let's see what this XFCE does. So that's about the end of that. So I got 2 tabs open. I'm running the recorder, and I installed HTOP, just keep the test pretty normal here. So there I got 2 tabs open. I got YouTube and Digital Watch. Now it is a little higher, you see there, 121 or so, and I did notice that the compositing, if I turn the compositing off, it gives me about 20 megabyte. And I did notice that that Raspberry one didn't have any compositing, I don't think. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it on because it really didn't matter. It gives you about, it'll probably knock it down to 120 here. It's already at 120 now. But here's what I want you to notice. The CPUs are at 65, 68, 60. They're a lot lower. They're not at 100. They're not at 95. And that's the same Simple Screen Recorder, the same settings, but the CPUs are running cooler. And what am I at? 119 from, let's just say it was, let's say 900 megabyte. And that's 11, what is that, 1 gigabyte. Okay, let's go up to what is that, 22? 222 there. If I say 850, and this is at, oh wait, that's at 1 GB. That's I'm doing this wrong. 1 GB is 1024, and that is, I think, 0.200. Let's just say 100. Oh, what am I doing? 1. Let's say 1200 megabyte. Okay, so minus, let's say that thing was running at 900. 300, let's just say 300 megabyte. 300, even 400 megabyte. 400 megabyte difference is not worth it. So because I'm losing all the UIs that I get out of XFCE, and I'm sure that even 400, even 500 megabyte will be consumed shortly just sitting here running it. So it's not going to matter. So this XFCE is not doing that bad. You see, I'm doing pretty good on memory. 100 out of the 2 gig. I'm at let's just see what this one's using. 1.4. This one's a little bit higher. I'm recording. The CPUs is what I did notice on that other distro. It was running so hot, and this one seems like it was running a lot lower. And let's see what HTOP says again. 101.2 gigabyte. CPUs at 60, 65. So it's just a lot smoother. And that's what I noticed. 300, 400 megabyte difference. 300, ain't nothing. I'm losing all my good stuff that XFCE has. Even at with more, I mean, if I sat there and opened up more web pages, I'll be at the same spot that I am with this XFCE. It's just, 2 gigabyte is not enough memory. That's all there is to it. These web pages take more memory. There's no, even if you go to another browser, someone was saying use Pelmoon or other browsers that are lighter, you're still going to end up in the same spot. I just don't see how you can get away with it, because you're going to start opening more browsers, more tabs. It's just going to get consumed. 2 gigabyte is just not enough to go to these web pages. They just consume too much memory. Could be Chrome, yeah, I could save another 100 megabyte. 200, let's say Pelmoon saves me another 200 megabyte. Okay, we're going in circles here. So it's just not enough. 2 gigabyte I don't think is enough. So there's the test, and we got to look at the Raspberry Pi desktop version there, and it's just not worth it to me to go to that on this laptop, because it did seem a lot quicker, but I like the XFCE. I'm gonna stick with it. So I guess I'm gonna wrap this up here. Not much more to say about it. I just didn't like it, but it's not a bad little distro. So there it is. Alright, I guess I'm gonna wrap this up here. Alright, I'm out.